Archer is arguably one of the funniest takes on James Bond since Austin Powers, only way dirtier if that's even possible. The running jokes on the show are unparalleled, and H. Jon Benjamin's line delivery is perfect for a drunk, slutty secret agent. Most of the jokes are pretty subtle references to totally obscure things that only a genius would think to put in a cartoon. So let's take the highway to the danger zone to cover all the best ones. I'm Whitney Van Lanningham, and these are some of the funniest jokes from Archer. Number 8. The only thing Archer loves more than hookers and booze is Cheryl's pet ocelot, Babou. And as you can see, it was basically love at first sight.
What the hell was that?
Ugh, my stupid ocelot.
I've never seen an ocelot! Holy shit! You guys, look at his little spots!
He ends up saving the ocelot's life from a bunch of Mounties and terrorists on a train later on, and they both end up getting arrested together. Apparently, Babou is a nod to Salvador Dali, who also had an ocelot of the same name. Man, I hope I get thrown in the back of a cop car handcuffed to an ocelot someday. Number 7. In the second part of Season 3's Heart of Archness episode, Archer isn't doing a great job being the Pirate King. He decides to do this in order to boost morale.
Not to mention intramural lacrosse. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Okay, I'm sorry, but I really want to be on a pirate lacrosse team. That would stop me from committing a mutiny for sure. Maybe if Jack Sparrow had tried that, he wouldn't have lost the Black Pearl to Barbossa in the first place, and we wouldn't be staring down the barrel of a 5th shitty Pirates of the Caribbean movie right now. Number 6. When Archer gets diagnosed with breast cancer, he decides to have one last hurrah in Vegas with his son, the wee baby Seamus.
What the shit?
I know, I'm not normally a tattoo guy, but...
Not yours, shitbrain! His! You can't tattoo a frickin' baby!
That's what the tattoo guy said. I had to slip him an extra $100.
I almost choked my dad to death with his own tie at the pediatrician's office during my chickenpox shot, so I have no idea how the wee baby Seamus handled the pain of a tattoo, but he's a braver man than I am. Number 5. I know, this is a crossover episode, but I'm obsessed with everything H. Jon Benjamin has ever done, so sue me. When Archer experiences a bout of amnesia, he ends up living as Bob Belcher in the Bob's Burgers universe. Luckily, his training kicks in when the KGB breaks into his restaurant and he kills all of them horribly. If you're a fan of Bob's Burgers too, you know how ridiculous it is to see the titular character chop off a KGB agent's head with a spatula. Number 4. In this episode, Archer basically confirms that we both have the diet of a 6-year-old with no parents.
Hey, help! Help!
Help with what, sir?
No, I was addressing you as help. What's the story on those fish balls?
Coming right out.
Well, hurry it up, all right? All I've had today is like 6 gummy bears and some scotch.
But like if 6-year-olds liked scotch and accidentally found themselves hanging out with German assassins. Number 3. I'm very aware that I'm only putting this joke on the list because I have a pug, but also this whole exchange between Woodhouse and Archer is pretty hilarious. In this episode, Archer wakes up in bed with a floozy and a pug. Hello, it me, and gets super pissed at Woodhouse for letting a dog in the house.
2 things we don't allow in here, what are they?
Dogs and your mother.
That's a very short list, isn't it?
Yes, but
What?
you were quite
What was I?
insistent that an exception be made.
Because this pug is amazing. Watch this. Abigail, go. Do you not hear that? That's putting on the Ritz, man.
I'm 100% on board with Archer's love of ocelots, but come on. Who wouldn't want to wake up in bed next to a cute girl with a pug? Turns out the answer to that question is A, Sterling Archer, and B, every guy I've ever tried to bang in Los Angeles. Number 2. Personally, I think that this is one of Archer's best one-liners. In this episode, Malory makes all of the ISIS agents fly to Switzerland to help protect this German billionaire's daughter. In a weird, gross twist of fate, Anka ends up being a super hot nymphomaniac. Unfortunately, she's also super underage, so Archer can't bang her. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't try to convince him.
I am from Germany, where the age of consent is 14.
What is it, the Alabama of Europe?
In many ways, yes, but we can talk about that in bed.
Fun fact, this episode is actually an homage to the James Bond film For Your Eyes Only, where a 16-year-old blonde girl named Doll keeps trying to seduce 007. I don't know what it is with teenage girls and spies in suits, but... Wait, yes I do. There's nothing hotter than a secret agent in a tuxedo to a 10th grader. Only I didn't try to bang any FBI agents on our class trip to Washington, D.C. Number 1. This is one of my favorite jokes of all times because it's a super subtle reference to one of the most dramatic author backstories of the 1950s.
Don't bullshit me, you old dope fiend. After that scrape I got you out of?
Let's liven things up, Burrows. 5 grams of junk says I can shoot a pina colada off your wife's head.
In 1951, William S. Burroughs, the guy who wrote Naked Lunch and Junkie, accidentally shot and killed his wife in Mexico City. When Malory reminds him of this scrape she got him out of, it implies that Woodhouse was the one who murdered Joan Vollmer. Ah, the Beat Generation. Every second of Archer is super hilarious, so make sure you tell me what jokes you'd like to see me cover next time. Like and subscribe to Obsev, and hey man, tinnitus is a serious disease, okay? Don't laugh at it.